Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to do this everyday makeup, work makeup. This is something I would typically wear to work. It's got a little bit of glitter, a little nude action going on. So yeah, just stay tuned so you can find out how to do it yourself. All right, so first off, I'm going to start with the Milk Makeup Primer. And this has been my favorite primer lately. Yeah, it just really holds on to the foundation and makes it last like all day long. I used to have this problem where like when my oil would peek through, like my foundation would shift a little, so this helps a lot to keep it in place. So you just want to hit that all over your face, especially your problem areas like your T-zone. And I like to put whatever's left over on my eyes. I don't know, I low-key feel like that helps the eyeshadow stick, but what do I know? Anyway. And then I go in with my Mcgrath Foundation. I don't always use this every day because it's kind of expensive, but I'd like to save this for like nights out, but sometimes it's good for every day because it's a very like light finish. So I just shake that up. And my shade is medium 18. So I just put a little bit of that on the back of my hand. You don't really need a lot. And this isn't like a super full coverage foundation, but I kind of like that because sometimes I don't want to look like too heavy coverage, and it just photographs super nicely too. I love this foundation. So I like to start in the chin area. And then I like to really press in where I have like pimples or acne anywhere. I always want the most coverage on my cheeks because that's where I have the most dark spots. Ugh. I hate when my eye does that little squishy noise. So yeah, I like to take it all the way under the eye. Some people like to not, so that they could put concealer, but I like to cover everything. I have really bad circles and dark circles. Don't forget to take it to your earlobe. And this shade looks a little darker than my skin right now, but it's cool. That's what concealer's for. Make sure you get in your hairline. And last but not least, don't forget to put it on your neck as well. Especially if it's like a little darker than you. You don't want to be looking crazy. Two different skin shades. And then I like to go in with my concealer. This is the Nars Creamy Concealer in the shade Custard. I just put a little bit of that under my eyes. I don't like to go crazy with it because that's, oops. Got some on my nose. And I learned this trick just to let it kind of sit there and cook a little, I don't know. And I think it makes it last longer if you leave it there for a while. And while I let it sit there, I'll just go in and do my brows. This is the Fenty Beauty eyebrow pencil, the Brow MVP. And my shade is in Soft Black. So I just like to outline it first. Little brow. just do that very lightly. I don't want it to look super boxy. I go on the top. My eyebrows are a little thin, so I like to just kind of make them appear a little bit thicker by tracing along the outer part. Alright, maybe I did this side too much. Okay, whatever. And then after I trace the outside, I just go in and try to do little teeny strokes to fill it in. Oh my god, this is hard to do on camera. Okay, that looks weird. Oh, anyway. You know what? Maybe I gotta use a mirror. Whatever. Yeah, you just want to make little tiny hair-like strokes. And then when you're done with that, you can go in with the other side of the pencil that comes with a brush. It's a little teeny cute little brush. And just brush through the hair. And then I like to take the same concealer, dab a little on the back of my hand, and then you're gonna go back in with a concealer brush and clean up anything that's out of place. Maybe you overdid it somewhere. It just softens up the whole eyebrow look. I go on the top and the bottom, mainly the bottom though. All right, and then we're gonna blend out the concealer under our eyes with the Beauty Blender. Under the eye, kind of pipe that in. I start at the eyes first because that's the most important part for me, at least. And you kind of want to pat. You don't want to drag it. You don't want to make like lines in it. And I just pat it in. Be really gentle with the skin. And then this always gets oily for me, so I like to make sure I get powder there. This part right here between the nose. And then take a little bit less, and you're gonna pat that all over the face. If you have oily skin like me, I like to just put powder all over the face to make sure it stays put in place all day. Doesn't melt off. But of course, don't go too heavy-handed on the rest of the face because then it might look like a ghost. also want to set the foundation you put on your neck. So go down with some powder on a bigger fluffy brush and set all of that as well. I like to take this powder, it's called Microsmooth. It's from Sephora. What I like to do to further set my makeup is just kind of smooth that all over the skin in a circle. And I feel like this brings a little bit more color back to my face after all that powder. But it just smooths the whole look down. So I put that all over. I try to avoid where I put the concealer because I want that part to look brighter. And check that on my nose. And on my forehead. And of course the neck area too. I'll take this MAC powder. It's the mineralized skin finish, and I like to put a brighter shade under my eye, and that also helps to smooth it out because I hate when I have like little creases under my eye, so this helps conceal that. See, now it looks super smooth. Going with my Becca bronzer in the shade Ipanema Sun, and I put a little bit of that in my cheeks just to warm up my face. Kind of like where I would contour. I don't like to contour. I just do this. Just suck in my cheeks and go in the hollows. And then I take it up here on my forehead. Just warm all this up here. Ma'am, you being kind of loud over there. Alright, and now time for blush. I use this little, sorry it's like disgusting now. I use this blush by Natasha Denona. It's the Blush and Glow. Just put that on the apples of my cheeks. I like to smile to find where the apples of my cheeks are. Don't you just love blush? It just adds that life. And I like to dab a little on my nose. Take that same concealer and dab it on there. And this will serve kind of like an eye primer, just to make sure your eyeshadow lasts all day. I really like the Nars one because it's a little tacky, so the eyeshadow will definitely stick to it. And today we're gonna use the Tati Beauty palette. It's been my favorite as of late. You could do all kinds of looks. You got your nudes, you got your glitters to, you know, if you want to go out and go crazy. So I like to use this palette for every day. So we're gonna go into this shade, the matte one of Soothe, and we're gonna put that in the inner corner. I mean, not the inner corner, the crease. So we're just gonna build that up. On both sides. And then I'm gonna go in with this darker color Ritual. I'm gonna put that mainly on the outer corner and just blend it. And you can blend it into what you did up here a little bit. Just drag that across. Just to make everything seamless. And then I'm gonna take the sequin shade of Ritual and kind of go over what I just did. And now I'm gonna go in with Ritual, but in the metallic here. I'm just gonna take that and put that right here. So not so much on the inner lid, but the outer part of the lid still. Just pop that in with your finger. Eyeshadow to me comes off much better, at least shimmery shades and glitters and whatnot when you use your finger. So you're just gonna pat a little teeny bit on the outer third of the eye. And then take your blending brush again and kind of fix that, blend it all in. You're just gonna keep blending as you go. Like just use whatever's left on your brush, so it's not, you're not erasing what you just did. Take this shade and Soothe, the metallic shade of Soothe, this one right here. We're gonna put that on the inner lid. Just using your finger makes such a big difference. Looks like a lot more gold on camera than it does in person. We're gonna take Aura, the metallic shade of Aura, and kind of go over what we just put down. I like to mix shades a lot. I like to use this brush from Fenty. It's the 220 Precision. I like to take that, and I'm gonna use this color Soothe, the sequin, and I'm just gonna put that on the bottom lid. I just think this brush makes it so easy to do. It doesn't drag. Sometimes when you put colors on your bottom lid, it kind of drags and hurts a little bit, but this is so smooth. It doesn't do that at all. And then I'm gonna take Ritual. It's hard to do this in the metallic, the sequin shade. That one's a little darker, so I'm gonna put on the outer corner. Now I'm gonna take Aura in, actually no, let's do this one. Aura in the metallic shade, and just put a teensy bit on the blending brush, and you're gonna put it on your brow bone to highlight, and it kind of helps blend everything down here as well. We're gonna take that same color, Aura, and we're gonna put it in our inner corner to brighten. And you could leave the look here, but I'm a little extra, so I'm gonna put a little glitter on my eye. I do wear glitter to work, I don't really care, so. Let's see, which one do I want to use? So I'm gonna take Soothe, the glitter here in Soothe, and just put a teensy little bit over my eye, the lighter part of the lid. And just kind of dab that in. So it's not so basic. I've been liking using a brown eyeliner lately, so I'm just gonna take this one from Sephora. It is the Colorful Wink It Felt Liner, and I'll just do like a little baby line. I feel like brown liner is a little bit more natural looking. I like to take my mascara. I like the Mcgrath mascara. It really like separates the lashes and looks pretty natural, so we're gonna use that today. Not too extra. Sorry, that's funny. I just saw the notification pop up right now, so I'll edit this part out. Alright, I'm gonna use this little Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil. I don't even know what shade this is. In the shade Wherever Walnut? Wherever Walnut. And then just line my lip. It's super light. And then I'm a nude kind of girl, so I'm gonna go in with Huda Beauty. This nude shade in Staycation matte lipstick. This is super, super nude, so. Trigger warning. Wow, that's nude. I'm gonna take this Natasha Denona nude lipstick in Noah and kind of just mix that together. And then I'm gonna go in with my all-nighter spray from Urban Decay and just set all that makeup. I like to spray it from under so I don't mess up my eyelashes. Alright guys, this is the finished look. Excuse my hair. But yeah, you could wear this to work, or every day, or even on a night out.